I'm going to try to flip this over so we can all see. There we go. Probably not the best. Let me do a better job of this. So, all right. Right here. I'm going to have a hard time seeing comments. But so I had to do a quick sand job earlier today because there was so much lacquer on this. I couldn't. It was hard to really get a real straight reading on where the actual wood was, or where it ended. So I did what they call a raise the grain trick, where you just sand it down, use a damp cloth, rub it on there, and then it raises the grain. And I'm sure you can see it in here. You see wood grain. Then what you do is wait for that to dry. Some people sand it again, but I just don't see the need of resanding and then having all the stuff dusted up, and then you're just kind of all in a row. So I just have a thicker amount, basically a stronger concentrated amount of stain put in. So we marked it 8 for the first run, and then the second run we marked it 10. So there's 10 drops in this one, 8 drops. So instead of 6, instead of 4 to 6, there's 8. And then we just put 10 instead of, you get it. So this time I actually have some proper tools for it. And it's sponges. Because now I won't be all running around everywhere. And because you don't want to, if you get in the pickup slots, it's okay. Because what I do with these, with active pickups, you don't have to EMI tape and all that. But I don't know which way I'm going yet. I'm still up in the air. But if you get them in these holes, it really doesn't matter. Because if you EMI tape it, it just covers over it. If you decide to paint this with the electrical magnetic interference paint, it's not going to matter because you're painting over it. So, all right, here we go. I think I should start with, this thing's dirty. I'm thinking I'm going to go with maybe doing this one first, or maybe this one, because I got to go over that. But then I'm going to start with the somewhat medium one first. So if you guys talk, it might take me a minute to finish, but here we go with the 8. It's probably good to extra spin it. Welcome everyone coming in. So this is the first die you guys are witnessing. Hello. Let me see if I can see that. T2. I'll just call you Terminator. So here we go. And you definitely want to put something down because this stuff does drip. And let me get you guys a little bit better. There we go. So here we go. And you just take your time. This is not, it's not a competition. You don't want to drip it everywhere and all that. Wei Yan Hun. Wei Yan. Yeah, I'm going to have a hard time with the last part. It's going to not look the color you think it is because you're staining it. But that's blue. So, and this takes a long time to do. This isn't something you just do, oh, look, I'm going to paint it and all that. This takes a long time. You have to be very patient. Meaning, like, once you do a coat or two, you have to wait an hour for it to dry. Oh, you're from Myanmar. Okay. Oh, welcome to the stream, buddy. And you can overlap. There's nothing wrong with that. You could just use the excess to go back. Because with raising the wood, you open the pores. This thing's going to be dark. Yeah, it's wooden. Yep. Sponsor sent me this. I think the 10 is going to be a little bit better. And because I live in a desert, this doesn't take long to dry. All right, so I'll bring you guys a little close so I don't knock this over. Yeah, I think I missed the part. Let me just go over this real quick, and I'll bring bring you guys around the guitar. Just make sure I got every spot. Because this is the second one I've built, and I can tell you right now, the other one took me a good month. This one I'm doing better on time because I actually have the proper tools, and I'm not going gorilla status on it. Because you don't want this thing gobbed on and all that. Because most people think, oh, the more you gob on, the better. No, that's not true. All right, so you saw what it was before, so I'm getting it to come in. So you can kind of see the blue hue in it. Because you don't. What I've learned reading up on Kita, using 220 and all that, and a little bit more, you don't want to use 220 because it opens up the pores too much. You want to stay with 120. And yeah, it's just big. I'm just gonna have to spend a little bit more time doing this, and I can already see it starting to dry. So I think, in my opinion, we're gonna move over to the 10. Because I'm going to do a couple coats because I'm one of those people that, it's almost like a Tim Taylor thing. Tool 10, let's kind of thing. Yeah, of course I'm making a wooden guitar. I'm not making it out of airplane material. Come on now. Yeah, you can already see that there's a hue to it. So, any questions you guys have? Please ask away. I think it's ready for the next one. Give it a minute. Oh shit. Yep, it's all mahogany. This is from Strict Guitars, STRICH, a German company. The neck's all maple. Here, let me go grab the neck for you. I actually ordered and had made a custom truss rod cover. I ordered a new T.R.R.I-TEC bone or T.R.R.I-TEC black tusk nut. I'm going to be sanding all this down and painting this entire, it's going to be a matte finish, but I got a whole new design I'm coming up. It's not really much of a design, but it's something I'll be doing. It's a little different. Yeah, it's old school. It kind of has like that old 80s, or I would say like late 70s, early 80s trapezoid look. And I'm going to have up here, I'm going to have my shop's name. I'm just going to put my shop's name up there, and then I'm just going to leave this. I'm just going to shellac this, or I might paint this blue, like the guitar, depending on how it comes out. Like, look at it, it's already starting to dry up. But I mean, it's got a nice C-shaped neck. I'm still thinking what tuning I'm going to put it in, but I'm still thinking I don't know what pickups I'm going to buy. Put it in because I don't. The only thing that's staying original on this is the body, the neck, and the frets. Maybe I might do a fret job on this. I've already sanded down some of the frets. like the sides and all that. So, oh wait, no, there's actually a blue hue to it. It's very small, but you can kind of see in there and parts in here. All right, let's. Oh shit. Let's give this one a shot. We're going to 10, so you guys can see. Add a little bit more to this. Oh yeah, the blue's catching on now. And you want to go with the grain. But you see how I'm doing it? Man, get out of here with your political shit. You want it free, go free it. Why you coming here and telling us that shit? Coming on here, free it. Well, you want it free, you go free it. Shit. Tired of people like you always going on other people's shit and fucking it up. You want a hobby? You go free it. Jesus Christ. Don't call me bro. I'm not your bro. No, I apologize for that. I just can't stand people like that. I can't even watch some of my favorite podcast things and all that, like live streams, because people like that go in there, free this, free that. Free my bank account. Give me some free money. How's that? Jesus. All right, so give me a minute. There we go. We're not going to see him anymore. See? That's cool. You guys were with me on that. I apologize. I didn't mean to get all pissy and pissed off. I can't stand those people. Any one of them. I can't stand that protest and shit. No problem. Thank you. I don't even know where I put my drink. Shit. Oh, boy. You don't need to be up there. Oh, it was right in front of me. So I don't know if you guys can see it now, but I'm pretty sure you can. It's starting to catch the blue, so the 10 was the better one to go with. Damn, that thing's starting to dry fast too. I just want to mention, if you haven't subbed yet, please, by all means, like and subscribe, because we're only on episode 6. We haven't even we're about halfway. And I'm going to put the YouTube link I'm sorry, not the YouTube link, the Amazon link, so you can buy this or one of the other models that they have, because this is the most expensive model. The cheapest one's like $70, and this one's $149. And all the parts are good that come with it. I mean, let me go grab the other parts. Let's see. I'm not gonna grab everything, but I'll grab some of it. Like here's your Tune-O-Matic bridge and stuff like that. Like here's like what's cool if like you don't know how to solder and stuff like that. Oh, do they have a base and all that stuff? A lot of that stuff. Like here's the pickups. You don't even have to solder; they're all connected. It's just like a active pickup thing. See? And then what I thought was really cool about Strich, I think is how you say it in German. That's the neck plate. I've looked at a lot. I've built one from a different from Harley Benton and all that. It wasn't as good as this. I recommend it, dude. I mean, you're gonna spend a little bit more on the tools, but I always tell people this is your own custom guitar. You don't even have to use the electronics and all that stuff that they give you. You can pick out your own pickups, your own hardware. Here, I'll show you. Here's the case ones I bought. They're a little bit better. No, I'm not using those. That's just what came with it. I'm deciding whether I want to use EMG, because I'm an EMG fan and I have a EMG pickup rep and all that, or if I'm going to go passive because I can get basically Seymour Duncan knockoffs for like $15-20. But look, you can get Case, like the same thing, better quality than a little bit better quality what they have. And this was $15, $20, and it's name brand, a lot heavier. I have the new tuning pegs coming in because the ones they sent me were bad, so those were another $15. What else? Oh, the electronics just come with it. You could just use the electronics to give to somebody else. You can't say, "Oh, minus the electronics." I mean, just if you already have like pickups and stuff and all that, you could just use your pickups. That's what I keep telling them. Like the prices of guitars, like the last guitar I just bought, which I'll be paying on until next year, was my dream guitar, an Ibanez RG 7420 EX7 string. I've been playing almost 27 years. I've been a luthier for almost 20 years, about a little over 19 years, and I don't look at $4,000 or $5,000 guitars because it's a waste of money. That kind of money for a guitar. Fuck that. You can build your own damn guitar, and it might be a kit guitar or whatever, but I'm telling you right now, all the sound you're hearing comes through your speaker. So your amp's the last thing in your chain, especially the kit, your cabinet, I mean. So the most you spend on a guitar tops is $1,100. And then when it comes to your amp and your pedals and all that, that's where you should spend all your money. But learning about how your guitar works and all that, it's priceless. All right, this is almost ready for a third coat. See how the blue's catching a little bit better? But if you do your first build, there's spray paints that they sell. You don't hear like Stu Mac. I used to swear by Stu Mac, and then I started seeing they're purposely ripping musicians off because they use like Krylon spray paint. Well, I can get Krylon at Walmart. You can get the same tool like Harbor Freight. I love Harbor Freight. Most of my tools I get are from Harbor Freight, and they're just the same luthier tools that you can get and all that at Stu Mac, and you're not spending $100 on the same tool. And then you start learning how to make your own tools and stuff like that. Like, hey, I'm going to mix this with that. You're going to have to take the lacquer that they put on it off. That's why an orbital sander is really good. And then when to finish it out to get like that nice look and all that, you got to use polyurethane. But yeah, that's why it's like watching one of these videos is really good, because then you see the process and all that. Yeah, I'm the same way, dude. Like I stopped really getting into the gloss finishes and stuff like that, and I got more into like matte finishes. Rezo, buddy, how we doing, good sir? I'm glad you were able to jump on here, brother. You just missed me going off on somebody. And what's crazy, after you put all these coats on and all that, and it dries and dries and dries, you have to sand it. And then you're like, oh, whoa. This guy again? Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was him. Yeah, he kept coming in here and doing that shit, dude. Trying to sit here and work. Unlike other people, I don't let that crap bother me. Oh, I know, dude. It's ridiculous. Just sitting in their parents' basement doing nothing. Telling people to free shit. Go free your own crap. Where have you been, buddy? I didn't hear back from you since the last email. So I'll get you guys a little bit closer. Oh, that knot looks pretty good through the camera. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Well, I'm glad to see that you're on here and all that. At least hopefully it helps you put your mind in a better spot, you know? Because I've been there too many times to count. Way too many fucking times to count. Yeah, I mean, already my year started out with so much bullshit. It's just like, really? Haven't you? I always look up at the sky. Really, life? Haven't you thrown enough bullshit at me? Can I have a day off? Like, a year? Can you give me a year off of bullshit? Yeah, I'm the best person to vent to, because I'll vent with you. If I still drank, I would invite you over to split a third pack with. That's the kind of guy I am. or I used to be. I was bad with drinking though. Oh, not a problem, dude. That's what buddies do. A real friend, a brother shares the jail cell with you. That's always what I was told. Friends will drink with you and get in a fight with you and share a fight with you. You know, like bar fights. But a brother will share a jail cell with you. You goddamn right, sir. You goddamn right. Well, at least you learn about guitar staining and stuff. If you can stain a table, you can stain a guitar. I think the poly might make this pop more once I get it on. No, go on. More tips away, dude. I got to still sand it again after this goes on. Yeah, I got to do that too. This stuff right here already has it's already coated with lacquer and shit, so it's not going to get anything on it. See? Oop. Yeah, I don't have that right now. Yeah, with this you got to follow with mahogany. You got to follow the lines. I have seen people do it this way too. Oh wow, yeah. I haven't let it set for an hour, so I kind of fucked it up. But actually, all right, let me let that dry for a second. Yeah, I'm in the desert, so it's gonna dry in like a couple of minutes. So, and my hands aren't blue. This is the first time I'm using these sponge things too. The last time I did the stain, it was with shirt cloths. Shirt pieces. Well, this one's gonna be a little different. All right, I'm gonna do your method real quick. Yeah, if I had a t-shirt, that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, dude, if I had a t-shirt to rip up right now, I'd totally do it. That's why I'm doing. I'm using this because I've had these for about 3 years. So I was like, I'll try it. I mean, I'm not a fan of them, but you know, it's better than ripping up a shirt. So I'm just gonna get this thing fucking doused in it. Then if I'm starting from one end to another, I mean, it still did pretty good. Still covered up a lot. Not much. See, that's another thing. I've been looking for that stuff too. Yeah, yeah. So they just don't get build up. All right, I'm gonna try it. Wish me luck. I mean, it's gonna have so many coats on it. Eventually, it'll come out. I don't think they do that anymore because of that wood shortage shit that's been going on. Shit. Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, shit. You know what? After this coat, I might just let it dry for the time, and then I'm gonna mask it off. That's what I forgot to do. Yeah, that tip worked out better. That tip worked out a lot better, dude. Look at that. Yeah, dude. That tip worked out a hell of a lot better. Thank you, dude. See, that's why I never claim to know everything. I know a lot. Yeah, look how much better that came out. I just gotta wipe off the ends now. I had one of those. Oh shit! It went in too much. Dude, you used to be a painter too. See, I knew it. I did painting for about a year, and it sucked to do it here in Arizona. Let me just tell you. I mean, I'm glad I didn't do it in a state that had fucking snow or anything, but fucking scorpions everywhere, black widows. I mean, dude, it sucked. I went to work and I had to fight things, and then I have this fear of heights, so I always would yell at my boss. I'm like, dude, is there scorpions there, or I have to do heights? Your ass is doing the heights. So my boss, he was a pushover. I would always tell him, nope, you're doing it, because the company was just him and me. Dude, yeah, and we did a lot of like, because this was around like 2005, 2000. No, this was 2006. So there was a lot of new homes being built and all that. So he just thought, oh, we'll do remodels. So, there's a lot of illegals out here at that time, and they all had businesses that were, they'll underbid it. So they always would underbid us. And then I remember him giving me half days. I'm like, dude, I can't survive off half days. And he got pissed at me because I took a 40-hour week job at Ace Hardware, and I was like, well, at least I get money in a real paycheck. Because working outside, it rains. It's like, well, we have the day off. Oh yeah, that came out so much better. I remember having to do reglaze the front door on these people's homes. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I lost most of my construction jobs because I used to install quarter-out countertops and all that. I mean, I'm disabled now. I'm sure I've mentioned that in a few of my videos. So I mean, I'm just a musician that tries to make. What is it? Yeah, the window tag. Yep. I've been disabled since I was 22. I had a seizure and landed on my guitar amp, and I lost a record deal. It would have been like a 6-digit record deal. And then I was married at the time, ended up getting divorced in 2010. So I mean, I got that weight off my back. Dude, it is what it is. I used to be depressed about it, but she used to say shit like, why can't we have kids just be on the system like everyone else? Because I have a daughter and all that. And I was like, that's a pretty shitty mentality to have. So she got pregnant behind my back, and I was like, cool, it ain't mine. Peace out. Oh, let me show you guys the paint I'm using too. Even though they sent me one that almost blew up on me. What the hell did I pull? I think it's in here. I have stuff everywhere. I got so many parts, it's ridiculous. I've already spent like almost $200 on tools. But, it is what it is. I basically just devoted my life to all this. Yeah, it was supposed to come out like this. I'm going to have to possibly buy something else. Because I also have these. Man, every time I buy something Kita, it's always crap. That's what Kita stands for, crap. Oh, man. Which ones do I have left in here? Golden brown and a yellow. Well, I mean, this still has to have more coats on it. And look, if you look at the ends, it's a little bit darker. So, I mean, it still hasn't sucked it all in. And then once the poly gets to it, I mean, what grabbed me to taking royal blue, they didn't even show any pictures of it, which I should have known. I was thinking like old thrash metal guitars, oversaturated chorus cleans. Like that's what I like. I grew up with that kind of stuff. Like I'm not a Les Paul fan by any means of the guitars. I think Les Paul himself is cool, but just going into a guitar store and seeing those blue guitars, those vibrant greens and purple. I go in there now and it's like gloss black, purples that look pink. I'm like, when did guitars and basses start looking like sissy instruments? I mean, yeah, it's still cool. It'll eventually look all right because I'm keeping the back the same. So I was born in '84, but I still remember WWF. I still remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Snorks. I remember listening to Metallica right when they busted out with. I remember my mom was playing Injustice for All right before the Black Album came out. I might, depending on how I get the next set and all that. I mean, I want to put the money into the pickups, but I probably won't. Yeah, dude, I've had Les Pauls. They're when I was doing studio work and all that, they'd be like, "Oh, you need to use a Les Paul." I was like, and I'd play it. It sounds like shit. Well, let me put some plugins on it. Why would I need plugins? That's another thing. I can't stand the fact that everything's gone digital. And it's like, well, I'm still old school. I have to have an amp. What do you think? One more run? Oh, finally someone else that knows that they don't stay in tune. Yeah, $4,000 is for one of their crappy ones. Yeah, the necks break. They're too thin. Oh yeah, dude, they're like what, 15 pounds? Yeah, I never saw the if you want the best guitar. Like I always thought it was cheating getting a Les Paul and two Marshalls. It's like there's other guitars out there. I've always been a Jackson fan, and then just recently I started picking up the EVH amps, and those are just PVs. So I found I ended up liking PV or the 5150s. Yeah, and Ibanez. I just got my dream guitar, the Ibanez RG7420EX, which is just the 7-string based off the '90s 74207 strings and the 76207 strings. But that's the one I've always wanted because it has a trem, and I'm a trem guy. Yeah, like Jackson Ibanez, those are the best. Actually, I played Jackson forever before I started playing Ibanez. So yeah, we were kind of the same. We just kind of switched here there. Then like Jackson got too expensive. Ibanez got more affordable. Then they both kind of just started going. Jackson has better models and more affordable now. Ibanez is, I don't know where the hell they're going. And I was like, I'll just do the payment plan for that 7-string. And then that's the same week they sent me this and asked to be partners. I said, yeah, sure. So I was like, cool. I got all my racks filled up. I'm more interested in pedals, amps. I like rack mount stuff, but no one really makes rack mount anymore. Yeah, it depends on the Ibanez model that has the neck, because there's some Ibanez models, their necks are just either clunky. Like I want an Iceman, because those necks feel really good. And the RGs, some models of the RGs, I don't like the necks. The S series, those necks feel great. Some of the Jacksons, there's some Jackson models, I don't like the necks, but I love the shapes. Like my first real Jackson was a Kelly. Oh, Pongos aren't bad at all. Oh yeah, dude, I remember those big ass Bradshaw switching systems, and they'd stand up to like your chest. It'd be like just the rack part alone that was your head and your head and your preamp and everything would be like 5.5 feet tall. So it'd be like all the way up to like my chest area. I was like, man, this is another foot tall, man. It'd be crazy. Oh, wow. Best I got was I had a 10 rack mount thing. I kept trying to go for the Rocktron Gainiac too, and I couldn't ever get it off anybody. Oh yeah, that's why I was like, oh wow. George Lynch was a beast. He still is. The guy's a gain master. That guy can have like 6 gain preamps. It'll still sound clean. Oh yeah, see, look at that dark blue right there. That's what it'll end up coming out to. Yeah, my guys were James Hetfield, Dino Cazares of Fear Factory, and Jay Yuniger from White Zombie. Those 3 guys, that was it. Oh, I got you. I played bass for almost a year in '99 before I was given a guitar by my pro surfer uncle in California. He gave me a knockoff Les Paul. Figures, right? A knockoff Les Paul, a Mako traditional. That's Rob Zombie, Meet the Creeper. That's off of Rob's first album. I actually had a chance to record with, or I had a chance to record at Ivan DePrume, White Zombie's first drummer, because he has his own studio and all that stuff and label. When MySpace was big, he was offering to record drums on your demo for $100, and I was getting my band at the time ready because we had no drummers. I was doing everything off of a stupid keyboard, and I was going to hit him up for it, and I couldn't get the other $50 from the other band members. So I was so pissed. I had a chance to have a legend play drums on one of my songs. Because La Sexorcisto, that's an awesome album. And that whole album is the reason, probably one of the reasons I play guitar besides Obsolete and Ride the Lightning. I'm going to give her one more pass just because I robbed this guitar of a few things. So I'm going to give this thing one more pass. You know, Thunder Kiss 65. I would just go on YouTube, pull up the first album. I mean, that's probably one of the first albums I actually liked the entire album. That album right there, dude, if you're in a bad mood or just down and out, the rhythms, the drums, everything will just put you in that fuck yeah mood. All right, here we go. One last pass for the day. It's crazy too that we're both painters because I always thought the best people that makes musicians are the construction workers. And everyone I ever worked with that I ended up befriending were what was it? Former construction construction workers, mechanics, you know, people like that. I could never anyone that was like a collegian, those people never made it in the the music industry, because those people can't handle criticism. They can't handle that kind of life. And I get it. It's not music life is not for everybody. And I don't fault anyone for that. There we go. Exactly. Damn long hairs. Damn, that's drying quick. I just want to show you, your technique has actually made this, oh shit, has actually made this come out, excuse me, better than I thought it would. It's actually dry and darker now. I actually now I have more partners / endorsements now than I ever thought I ever even had when I was younger and playing in bands. And it's because the way the industry's changed. Yeah, dude, this is going to be amazing, especially when I do the poly. I'm actually happy this isn't coming out severely dark because it's going to actually come out a little different. I might call this one Lightning, like Ride the Lightning. This kind of reminds me of it reminds you of those old thrash metal days, dude. I'm gonna think of a name because I actually paid for a custom. Was it a custom? Hold on, I can't think straight. I bought and ordered a custom truss rod cover for this, so. It's gold with brown writing. It's engraved, and it actually will say the workshop, the workshop name, and it'll say custom. So, yep, I got that. I paid for that. That's on its way. I paid for a T.R.R.I-TEC black tusk nut, so that's going to be gone. And I'm slowly working on getting the frets all filed and all that. Oh, wow, look at that. It's getting darker. Yeah, dude, I appreciate any help is awesome. I'm not one of those people that devil something. Or it goes devil man. That's supercharger heaven. Devil man, coming, devil man, running in my head, yeah. See, now you got me going. Yep, supercharger heaven. I was gonna see if it'll let me write. It doesn't let me write in here. That sucks. Yep, that's gonna be cool. It's gonna come out great. I'm actually gonna let this sit now. Everyone needs to have a rezo in their life. Oh, yeah. Look at those grains. Hey, us long hair's got to stick together, man. Goddamn fascists. Yeah, it does. It has like that grayish hint to it. And in some lights, it's like it'll change color. It goes like a. Once the poly hits this, it'll change color more too. It'll add like a yellowish hue to it. Yeah, because you come over here, and it looks like a PRS kind of blue, like that Pelham, not the. I guess you would say the Pelham blue. Yeah, because once it dries too, I'm going to mask this all off so I don't have to worry about bleed through. Because look at this actually cracked during shipping, and I had to do a whole, you can kind of see up here, I had to sand this down a little bit because this would have rip through my hand. Yeah, that's exactly what this reminds me of. I think that's what Kita does is they go off a PRS because that's what the problems I was having with the other color. I actually made my own purple last time. It was a mixture of blues, blacks, and greens, and I ended up calling it a dark stiletto because my apartment was next to a strip club. So I was like, hey, that's a cool name. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to leave the stock stuff on there or not. All right, everyone. I'm going to let this stain sit for 24 hours or till tomorrow, and then I'll be back on getting this stain off with 220. I might hand sand it, just to light sand it off, and then gonna re-dye it or restain it. But definitely want to thank Mr. Rezo because his little tip actually helped because it's the first time I used these damn sponges, and yeah, that's how we got the we got to definitely got the pores to pop out, and it looks really good. I think the pickups are just I'll have to go and see what they are because they tell me inside the instruction book, inside the guide. Yeah, I think it's just like I think it's an 8 and a 10. Yeah, definitely, you guys. Thanks for stopping by and being a part of episode 6. Episode 6.2, because it's still the staining part, will be tomorrow. And just make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and pay attention to the post because that's where I let everyone know what's going on. You guys take care, have a great weekend, and stay safe.